Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Pone. I'm bringing you a nice little TDM here on Summit. I believe I go 39-7, so it's not the best for me. It's not what I'd normally post. Usually I like to keep it above 40 kills and around 5, maybe a little under deaths. But at the same time, I wanted to post this for you guys because I like seeing some of these games. Some of these games where, basically what happens, and I'll spoil you right now, is we end up losing this game. How a guy can manage to get 40 kills out of 75 and your team still lose is just beyond me. But I like seeing these moments where you get to see how I play under pressure, noticing that we're against a couple good people, or in the struggle of trying to carry my team. Therefore, I have to act desperately and make these choice, clutch decision, plays where I got to run out there and possibly sacrifice myself just to make up for 2 or 3 kills, just to try to keep us up. So, I did pretty well at the start. I started off just fine. Started getting the momentum up, and then, as you can tell right now, we're just getting monstered. We're just raped upon thy face. It's embarrassing. But, what I tried to do is when I play TDM on Summit is I try to I try to stick to the outskirts. I try to tick to the outskirts. Don't mind me. So, but I do pretty heavy work on these guys at the start, and then you notice my play style changes from being conservative and me running around. I'm still mobile, I'm still rushing, I'm still moving around, but I'm also paying attention to the radar. I'm noticing that all my guys are on that side of the map. I bet you 10 pesos where they are. And they're going to be right above me right now, so I decided to go ahead and play it smart, try to worry about the kill streaks, try to get my team back into this game. I know we're losing, so I tried to come up here and try to backdoor them, and, it didn't work out too well. But, I got the streaks and started doing what I can. I try to save my team and keep it running, but you never know what's going to happen. And, it's a great thing to have somebody on your team to play with, somebody you can confide in and trust, so that, you don't get taken from the back like right there. But, you never know what you can run into, and that's just one of the struggles of playing TDM. Now, being a commentator, a YouTube commentator, having to, have these strict guidelines, unless it's a 45-2 or something, it's not worth posting. That's not necessarily how I think. If it's over 40 kills and under, 6 or 7 deaths, I'd probably post it, especially if it's rushing, good gameplays, streaks vary. I've been switching up my streaks that aren't just the typical, they ain't just them typical motherfucking streaks, you feel me? It's just it's just me just chilling out with these random streaks. Yeah, you gotta love that moment right there. I was so mad. I was like, ooh, if I had an M60, I'd be like, oh my god. Yeah, you know all about that. But, I just missed the feel of, having that comfort of rolling with the team, because just face it, say I was in a party with some of these other YouTube commentators, somebody that I know can handle their own and everything like that, not a bunch of randies. Then what would happen? We'd all be, getting 13 kills apiece or something. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be anything spectacular. Trying to blow away from somebody is just, you'd have to get a mad rush and then hope it times out, and then still odds of getting 40 kills. It's going to be very unlikely having at least one other good player on your team, let alone a whole stacked team of, some of my buddies or anything like that. So when I play TDM, I got to go solo or maybe with one other person. Because that's just how it is with YouTube. You got to have these videos. I'm not, even if it's a 22-2 and it's fast, entertaining gameplay and it's 3 minutes. That doesn't tickle my jelly for me. So it's just, I don't know what it is. These moments where you can see that I was working my ass off to try to get the team to win, try to catch us up, call in the kill streak. We're down big time right now. So, what's that? 39-46. I thought we were getting closer. And they just pop off a double kill. I get some kills with this gunner. I mean, I did everything I possibly could to save this team. And we end up getting wrecked. I mean, I don't know what you can do. I suppressed them. I got a good, 5-10 kills with that. And it finally put us back in the position where we have the lead, or so on and so forth. And we can start taking these guys. But, when your team starts failing and you've got nobody you can trust, that's what happens, and that's just one of the things I wanted to remind you guys about these TDMs, because I told you I was going to be doing them more often, and even though this was an entertaining TDM, we do lose it, and it's kind of a bummer that you can work your ass off, do everything right, try to win for the team, even if that means sacrificing your mangina. You just got to do what you got to do to save the team. And, had I known, if I had, people I could trust and confide in to cover me, we would have won this game easy mode. But at the same time, when it comes down to getting gameplays for YouTube, you've got to go alone. And that's just one of the downfalls of being a YouTube commentator. You have these strict guidelines, and, it's just something that we live with. It's really difficult to get a gameplay when you're playing with other good people. And that's just the honest truth about it. Just as much as we look forward to find, that chance to run into that horrible BK team, them bad kids, so we can get a great gameplay, we want some, we'd like our teams to be just as bad. But sometimes you're put on the worst team, and no matter what you do, you get it in the cheeks. You know, what can you do? Oh, I just got raped. I love it. I love it. So, you know, as it comes down, they end up coming back. They had the lead on us the whole time. I thought I put us back in the lead right there. I missed a couple opportunities for kill streaks at the end, so I felt like I let down the team, even though I did backpack them for so long. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see more close gameplays or just the typical TDM ones?